Previously on Dice and Daydreams.
Ranger Ian is totally not a secret spy for Team Rocket. He's a normal park ranger who is, once again, can't emphasize enough, not a spy for Team Rocket.
See, like reading a book that's like definitely not about Team Rocket.
Ranger Zabracus. She looks kind of like me, except she also has glasses. She's very timid and shy. And her Pokemon very much are not. So she has a Squirtle and a Machop, and they're both kind of little pranksters.
Ranger Lua is like that 13-year-old that thinks she's way older than she is. And she's got her little Eevee and a little Oddish.
Ranger Anna Margaret is begrudgingly a part of this team. She's working towards her degree, studying combustion in fire-type Pokemon. And apparently you need a field rotation in order to graduate.
Ring, 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 phone call, phone call. Hey Rangers, I'm getting reports of some bikers causing trouble in your area. Apparently they've been forcing people to battle anytime they make eye contact.
I'm looking around, and I think we're in the forest.
Really quietly, I think we should all tiptoe over because I hear something over there. Don't make eye contact. And I'll just like jump in there and be like, ah! Really loud and see if it scares the birds away.
They just look at you, and Spiro's like, Spiro! And shoots towards you and tries to start pecking at you.
No!
I very loudly go, as the natural aggressor, I shall attempt to net this Pokemon.
But looks over at Squirtle and says, Squirtle, I trust you. Do whatever you think is best.
Squirtle. What do you think is best?
It's gonna go play in the water.
I send it scouting.
Yeah, sure.
Or maybe it was after, and I was like, oh no, wait, hold on, come back.
From behind the rock, and kind of grab at Squirtle.
Squirtle!
I'm Chris Tung, your Pokemon Master, GM, all of your allies and all of your enemies, and we are playing part 2 of Radiant Forest Rangers.
Yay!
All right, so you see it kind of peeking out from behind this rock as these vines entangle Squirtle. Bellsprout! You say Bellsprout kind of like doing a little Voldo/nobody wiggle dance.
What was that? Yeah. Can you do that one more time?
The crazy thing is Bellsprout has multi-attack, which is 4 attacks
And it's a grass type.
doing grass
Also
damage.
water type.
So all 4 hit, which is 6 times 4, 24, which is doubled because it's grass. 48 damage to Squirtle as Bellsprout smacks up Squirtle.
He has 48 hit points.
Exactly 48?
Exactly 48.
So Bellsprout like one hit knocks out Squirtle Boy.
way.
Squirtle! It almost slumbers. Squirtle!
Not the slow-mo.
For dramatic effect. And you see like kind of, I guess you guys are kind of in the back approaching this scene, and you see Squirtle's like unconscious body as Bellsprout is kind of like Bellsprout, just like victory dancing on top of it.
What a monster.
You see it kind of like leans over, pulls like a little shiny Pokeball out of the backpack that you see, and is like polishing it to make it even more shiny. And it gives this vibe of like, obviously Bellsprouts don't own backpacks with belongings in it.
I knew it. I wondered why the Pokemon had a backpack.
You guys get the vibe that like this is like a finders keepers situation where like this Bellsprout is so possessive of this thing because it found it and like this is its bag of shiny things. Bellsprout! What do you guys want to do? You see a knocked out Squirtle right in front of you.
I mean, we've established that the primary aggressor must be taken to justice, so I'm in the mood to test out my new flying friend.
I also think my Caterpie might be really good here because it's a bug type, right, for the grass. So I think we're gonna switch out my Oddish that I'm holding in my hands and get out our new Caterpie too.
Let's roll initiative then, yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Oh no, that was a really good initiative, but it wasn't in the dice tray. Does it count?
I also dropped my die.
It's not on the dice tray, I don't know if it counts. It's not canon.
It's the dice tray is canon.
Oh my god, this is so unfair.
No,
It's a cursed dice tray, actually.
A 4.
So, anyone get above a 20?
Yeah. 21.
Anyone get above a 15?
I got 17.
17? Okay. Bellsprout also got a 17.
Ruh-roh.
So we'll go after you. Anyone get above a 10?
I am 11.
11?
Yep.
Last, as always.
We're establishing canon that you are always in last in initiative.
Ranger Anna is really good at books and studies. She's really bad at rolling dice.
This is my first field rotation.
It's true.
The fight's already happening and you're like looking up from the book.
Wait, fire type.
Squirtle! We're gonna get it. He's gonna be okay. Look how strong she is. Look, he's so strong. We're gonna do this. Get pull yourself together. We're gonna do this.
Zabracus, it is your turn, so if you would like to seek vengeance, now is your chance.
Zabracus is just more worried about Squirtle, and so she just is going to run up and give Squirtle a potion, because we're not doing revives, right?
Yeah, so no, you don't need revives, because it just makes it more clunky. They have to do 2 items to even get it back up. So just a potion, just like D&D, get you back up from 0.
It's okay, my little turtle boy. Okay, no, it's not. That's a 4 and a 1. Oh, yeah, 9.
You bring Squirtle back to consciousness, but that is an action. Do you want to use your bonus action to swap out?
Yes, I would like to gently put Squirtle back into his Pokeball and pull out Machop to be the hero.
Yeah, Machop's got a little cape on. As you send him Machop, he's like flexing. Machop. Cool. So that is your turn. Next up is Lua.
So Ranger Lua is gonna like take a little step and then be like, Caterpie, it's your time to shine. And throw Caterpie out right behind Zabracus over here. So Caterpie has already used 1 string shot today, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so they have 1 more left. So I can shoot a 10-foot radius of string out from Caterpie. I'm gonna aim it at the Bellsprout.
Okay.
It'll last for a minute unless it gets destroyed. And then if you start your turn, you must succeed on DC 12 dexterity saving throw or be grappled.
Ooh, okay. It is a very dexterous Bellsprout, clearly by its dancing. But it only rolled a 4 on the dice, so not a great roll. So it is now considered grappled. Well, if that's your turn, it is now Bellsprout's turn. So I will do the dexterity. Ooh, it's a 23.
For what?
The dexterity saving throw.
No!
For a moment, Bellsprout's like, that, well. Breaks out and just continues.
Caterpie is just really sad that it's being taunted on its big day out. It's trying to debut and show everybody it's worthy of being part of the group, and it's just like.
2 failed string shots today. So now it is going to swing at the Machop.
So does it get the multi-attack?
It does get the multi-attack right because it is breaking out of the string shots.
She tried!
Oh no.
She tried!
What is Machop's AC?
13.
Okay, 17 will hit. Another 17 will hit.
My Pokemon.
Those are all hits. In total, that is 24 grass damage.
Oh my god.
Because it hits with multiple of the, it has something called Poison Body. So Machop is going to take that 24 damage and then give me a Constitution saving throw.
This is the final boss, I'm assuming, right?
Okay. Gonna move those.
Yeah, Bellsprout's
So
actually,
Constitution?
motorcycle game
Oh dear.
boss.
Okay. That is a 10 plus 2. That is a 12.
12? Okay, so you pass. So nothing happens. Sorry, I'm gonna have to ask you to, that con save was with a disadvantage because it has been hit with more than one of the vines.
11. Yeah.
Actually meets it, beats it. So you are fine still. So it's only gonna take half of this.
Okay.
It's gonna take 3 poison damage, and it is not poison. Your shot will get smacked up by the vines of Bellsprout, and you see like a leaky purple fluid kind of leak from the vines, and kind of seep into the wounds that are made onto Machop's biceps, and Machop kind of flexes the poison out, and it kind of spray of poison.
Fine.
Cool. That is Bellsprout's turn. Ian, you're up.
Yeah, I think it's time for Spiro to prove himself.
Oh, yeah,
the
fine,
newest
yeah.
recruit. So be like, all right, Spiro, now's your time. And throw him out. I don't know what this is. Yeah, it's a new Pokeball throw. Just it's got a little bit of a type advantage, so I say let's hit it with a wing attack.
Nice. Yeah, cool.
Okay.
Do it.
All right, Spiro, don't let me down, buddy. That is a 17 plus 5.
That's a hit. I roll damage.
18.
18 damage. Okay, cool.
Spiro.
Very hefty. It is definitely below half at this point.
Cool.
As this is a wing attack. Spirit charges towards Bellsprout. You see its wings kind of glimmer a little bit and kind of look sharp, the feathers. Whoosh! and slashes Bellsprout. Sweet. That your turn?
I'm gonna do the bonus action of to switch my Pokemon out too, because Spearow's only got 9 HP and this Bellsprout is a monster. I'm gonna bring out the Ghastly because poison resists.
Yes! Cool. Anna Margaret.
I start my turn by using a bonus action to try to withdraw Pidgey. I'm gonna say, Pidgey, come back! And I like avert my eyes. I'm kind of nervous that Pidgey won't go into the Pokeball.
Pidgey does come back into the Pokeball.
I'm so relieved
Yeah.
when Pidgey does come back. And then there's a second where I pause and I'm trying to figure out, are we trying to knock out the Bellsprout? Are we just trying?
I mean, he's messing up Zab's Pokemon pretty bad, right?
I don't know if he's like for us. He's got the bag.
Pokemon don't have bags.
Oh, you did say this.
Pokemon don't have bags. Okay, we need to stop this Bellsprout from hitting everybody. Charmander, this is your moment. And so I'm going to push Charmander off from my leg, like, come on, let's go. And so I'm gonna have Charmander run up kind of over here. Don't get in the water. And have a 10-foot radius from Charmander. So I'd love it if it included the Machop,
Cool.
the Caterpie,
Yeah, I think you can
and
get,
the Ghastly.
Yeah, if you get Bellsprout out, you can probably get Caterpie, Ghastly, and Machop.
Okay, so I'm gonna kind of position
Zap too,
Charmander.
right?
Yeah, and Zap. Yeah. Not Bellsprout. And I'm going to have Charmander use Smokescreen.
Sweet.
So what you see is Charmander kind of like scrunches his little face and smoke billows out from his mouth and tail and makes a little like screen around
And
him.
that is, I think, disadvantage from anything outside coming into
Yes.
the smoke screen. Cool. Smoke bursts from its mouth, kind of enveloping you all in a thick, thick fog. Very nice.
And that'll be my turn.
That is your action?
But we can
Awesome.
attack out and no punch.
Yes.
Yeah.
Only attacks coming from beyond the aura.
Okay.
Roll at disadvantage.
Perfect. Back to you, Zabracus.
Machop did not like being whiplashed. And he also kind of wants this bag for himself. So he wants to be king of the hill.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use his knockoff attack.
Okay.
It's dark damage, and on hit, the enemy drops one of its held items.
The Pokeball.
Oh, okay.
Get him.
All right, Machop.
Drop that Pokeball.
That might be okay.
7 plus 5.
12.
Yeah.
Meets it, beats it. Yeah, you hit
Let's go.
it. How much damage?
So that will be 2d6 plus 3.
2d6 plus 3. Dang, okay.
9.
Nine
Do grass types get
damage.
special things with dark?
No, however, Machop, as you just see, like, with the cape billowing in the wind, Machop! And it's going to chop right on Bellsprout's head, and is going to do a significant amount of damage. Bellsprout is looking pretty messed up, like in the red at this point, as Bellsprout gets smacked in his little Bellsprout head.
And he drops the Pokeball?
Drops the Pokeball that he was like polishing and stuff, yeah. Cool. That's your turn?
Yes.
Lua.
Okay, how's it looking?
Very messed up.
Like,
Very
if I attack it, it's dead?
Probably.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna I'm gonna grab my Pokeball and be like, okay, if we're gonna take this for the team, you know, you said you like plants and stuff.
Flowers.
You like flowers? Okay, so I'm gonna do this for the team, and I'm gonna wind up, and I'm gonna just throw the Pokeball, and I'm gonna try and catch the Bellsprout.
Did you see that form?
It was good form.
That was textbook.
Oh! What is animal handling? 23?
23.
Textbook. Yeah.
19 on the die, pretty good.
Bellsprout's pretty much gonna have to roll a nat 20 if
Don't
it's gonna
say
survive
this.
Lua, you toss the Pokeball. Bellsprout. Dun, 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 dun. Bellsprout is yours.
That was really cool. He's all goopy and gross, but he could be yours.
With 3 HP remaining, Bellsprout is now yours. Yeah, and you see before you that same backpack. One of the Pokeballs that was in there kind of dropped on the floor, laying beside it.
Ooh, can we look inside?
Yeah, I'll say like you guys have a bit of time to kind of rummage through the bag, including the one that was on the floor. In total, you see 3 Pokeballs within the bag. No Pokemon inside them, unfortunately. They're like Pokeballs to use for catching, as well as 2 potions.
Oh, nice.
You also find a interesting little patch, like a little iron-on, those like heat press-on patches that has like some indiscernible Pokemon skull with like wreathed in fire, and it says Pallet Town Pit Fiends on it.
Bikers!
Don't make eye contact with the past.
Valentine Pit
With the patch?
Oh, when I see this patch, I'm gonna say, "Hey, Charmander, come back!" And I'm going to send out my Pidgey
Okay.
and say, "Pidgey, look for backpacks."
Okay.
And I'm gonna put them up in the air.
Launch into the air. Cool. Does anyone want to like heal and stuff while you guys have some
I
downtime?
wanna heal.
Squirtle.
I think
So I kindly ask, can I have one of the potions?
Yeah.
I would also love a potion for my Caterpie because he's beat up from earlier.
Yeah.
And I
Okay.
use a potion on all 3 of my Pokemon.
So why don't you two each take one of the potions?
Yeah, and I love a Pokeball because I used to.
Pokeball,
earlier.
okay.
Yeah.
And then do you want a Pokeball too? Because you just caught the.
I would love a Pokeball.
You take the Pokeball, and then I can take the last Pokeball. And then can Pidgey, like, look around?
Yeah, give me a perception check with advantage because it's up high.
Okay, come on, Pidgey. I think Pidgey gets +4.
Yeah, I think it has a
To
perception
perception.
stat, yeah. So how many potions were used? I can give out the 2.
I gained 1 and then used all 3.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I don't need any.
Pidgey got a 17 + 4 for a 21.
21, okay. Anyone else wants to do?
I was just gonna have a little moment with Spiro where, first of all, I'm gonna get him out and I'm gonna give him the potion because he's still at 9 health.
Doesn't really need a potion, so
Okay.
I'm gonna take one of those back.
And then
Spiro
Shop's
deserves
like-
a potion.
Yeah, yeah.
Shop's like ready to like get spritz. It's,
What about
It's okay for now.
your Lickitung we talked about earlier? I don't know if you said it, but we talked about it. He has the glasses. So what if we take the patch that was in the bag and the cool guy glasses, so we don't have to? Because if we all
Lickitung has
have
a bomber
glasses-
jacket, too.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so remember how we were saying we
And
can't do
Lord.
eye contact? If you don't have glasses for everybody, maybe we put the cool patch on the bomber jacket with the glasses, and we send the Lickitung so they think he's one of the gang. Is mine.
Yeah, I mean, that works for me.
Is that good?
I love it. Pidgey's looking for them right now.
Okay.
Right, Pidgey?
so far out.
I actually, to match my Lickitung, of course, and for no other reasons, happen to have a cool bomber jacket of my own. And yeah, that happens.
Giant red R on the back of this one, yeah.
It's got just the big R on the back. It's for
R for Ranger!
for Ranger. Yes, exactly.
That's so cool. Can we get those too? We should all get matching ones.
In a sense, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, you 3, roll me history checks.
Oh, I should be good at this.
Oh my god.
Is that a 1?
No, don't talk to me. It's a natural one.
19.
You're like, nothing has happened before this one moment.
19.
You 2 recognize the R, or it looks very familiar to you. It kind of reminds you of this old group that you heard about once upon a time called Team Rocket, which not too long ago, earlier this year I would say, you heard was recently disbanded by a kid. Somehow, a huge gang disbanded by a child, and they apparently have left Kanto and like kind of like are doing their own thing now, or who knows? But it's a name you recognize, Team Rocket.
I got nothing on the dome. I'm like, doo-doo-doo jacket.
I'm gonna write it in my notebook.
R for Rocket.
R equals rocket. And then I'm gonna get distracted.
Ranger.
Well, you know that rockets, like the original inventors, they use Pokemon as inspiration because of the reactions that fire-type Pokemon can do within their own bodies. It's really interesting.
Lua's like, looking around. Did you see anything, Pidgey?
Yeah, so Pidgey will report back to you, comes down, points you in the direction of just kind of deeper into the forest. And as you, I assume, follow Pidgey, you do kind of get a thick whiff of like smoke and like exhaust.
Charmander, did you smell that?
Did you cause that? Is the real question.
It wasn't Charmander.
Okay,
Wait,
okay.
Vulpix? Wasn't you either, right?
Vulpix.
Okay, no, it wasn't us.
We're good.
Yeah.
We didn't cause this.
Cool.
Rangers prevent forest fires
Right,
or
right.
only cause them if necessary. Controlled burns are important for the ecosystem.
Oh, true.
That should be our slogan.
With
Controlled
with
burns are necessary for
and
the
then
ecosystem?
it'll say that.
What the Rangers do. Yeah.
Okay.
Controlled burns?
Rangers only cause fires, what did you say, if it's necessary, and then we'll get one of the cool jackets and we'll put it on there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We can make it an acronym.
Let's workshop it. Okay.
RCO. C.
Arcock?
I'm frantically scribbling in my notebook.
will lead you all to this kind of smoky area, and you kind of catch the tail end of like you see in the distance and getting quieter as if they're moving away. You hear the sound of like, and you see a lone little girl in like pigtails and a pink dress who's kind of like on the floor, kind of covered in dirt, and she's like crying.
Oh no!
One more?
Oh no! Pidgey, come back down.
Wait, this could be a trap. I don't think we should run for the little girl.
Yeah.
She needs our help.
We should take her Pokemon.
What are you talking about?
Sorry, old instincts. Anyways, what were you saying?
I think we should send like one of us in. Or you just want to run right for her? What do you think?
We could send Vulpix.
Don't ask me. This is you guys decide.
Let's have Vulpix go. Or Eevee. Eevee's friendly.
Okay, we can send little Eevee out. I'll like switch my Caterpie and put the little Eevee out. Hey, hi!
Eevee is going to hop. Are you sending Eevee towards this?
Yeah, Eevee's gonna be very like ooh and like cutesy about it.
Eevee uses what, doll eyes? Or is it
Baby doll eyes.
Give me a charisma check with advantage for Eevee because she's so gosh darn cute. Yeah.
14?
14? Okay, cool. You see this crying child like, Eevee kind of goes up to kind of like snuggles up next to her and she's like, and her crying seems to quiet a little bit to like more sobs, and she just kind of like holds the Eevee a little bit.
We need to help her.
Yeah.
Okay.
The normal thing to do.
Yeah, it's very, very average normal.
I'm too scared of things not going correct after what the Bellsprout did to us. Like, it looked so cute and innocent, and then we were betrayed heavily, and now I'm worried about this small child.
So you're aware the child might have vines that whip Squirtle.
No, we just might.
I'm gonna go up to the little
Cool. As you do, are you doing anything upon approaching her?
I'm gonna go a little bit slowly. As an almost adult teenager, I don't want to be too like frightening. I'm just kind of go up and be like, do you have a parental figure nearby?
As you get closer, you actually see like tire tracks kind of leading away from this area, kind of toward the direction that you heard the motorcycle sounds. She kind of looks at you, kind of holds the Eevee tight, and she's like, these bikers, they came and I just looked at them and then they made me fight them, and then the big one, he took my Clefairy.
Not a Clefairy, oh no.
He took my Clefairy. He keeps crying.
You're not supposed to take Pokemon from other people.
Yes, that would be bad.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Well, what do we can do with this small child now? Is this our kid? What do we do with her?
Oh no, I have like a home and stuff. I can go home.
Wait.
Let me just sit here. It's really sad.
Oh yeah, I was trying to become the Pokemon League champion at that age.
I'm not like hopeless, just to be clear.
So, if you know where they went?
She kind of points in that direction where
Okay.
you see like the tire tracks.
All right, so maybe we get you to somewhere safe and we can go try and get your Clefairy back.
Really? Maybe, yeah.
She sees like your little like ranger badge, and she kind of nods and kind of acknowledges that you guys are in a position of authority.
We are the Forest Rangers and we're here to serve and protect.
Wow, that really should have been the energy from the
Thank
beginning.
you. No, she knows it's good now, so she's like, we're here for this.
She's good, I told you. Like, textbook.
Serve and protect? No, that's like those are cops. Those are bad, actually.
No, Officer Daddy's really cool. We like her. She's fine.
Java J's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll say you guys can get like a whiff of exhaust and like kind of you know the general direction.
You mentioned the tracks too.
Yeah.
We can
Could we
track tracks.
Yeah.
track the tracks.
I'm gonna send out Vulpix.
They're like dogs. They can work together.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna be like, Vulpix, do you think you can handle this? Should we keep Pidgey on this lookout?
Looks at Pidgey, looks at this guy.
Okay.
It's like, why would you even think I am a better?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're always right. Okay. I'm actually gonna send back out Pidgey. So glad we found this Pidgey.
Team, I'm worried we're a little Pokemon dependent. We can follow tire tracks without their help. We can do it.
I think we're good.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna put Pidgey on my head.
And we're gonna put this child. We're gonna leave her in the forest.
No, that's bad idea.
I know where my home's that way.
Once again, I was trying to be league champion at that age. She's fine.
Yeah, sure.
You guys are Rangers. Here's my address. If you find my Clefairy, just bring her back home.
Got it. You got the notes?
Yes.
So you guys head toward. Well, you guys want to roll me a advantage perception?
Yeah.
I'll say it's not super hard to follow.
This is a 15 plus 4, 19 for Pidgey.
19. Hell yeah.
Score is 17.
17.
I got 19 as well.
I got a natural 20 for something that probably doesn't even matter.
Those Eevees, yeah, it follows the smell of the exhaust is like very thick in the air, and you follow it down kind of like along the creek. As it goes further and further deep into the forest, you guys come upon an area that has like a lot more dirt than the rest of the forest. You see like some toppled over trees. Like people have been through here and been very disrespectful of the space. You see there's garbage on the floor.
Worse than
used
thieves, literally.
cigarette butts. Yeah.
Didn't they learn it's leave no trace?
You guys are kind of also headed more in the direction of Viridian City itself. So the Viridian Forest is obviously on like a separate side. Adjacent to the city. As you move closer to the city, you kind of feel like the hills are going downwards, and along this creek, it leads to this area. Well, Pidgey, I guess, is leading you to this area where you see a giant sewer pipe that leads down into the underground, into the sewers of Viridian City, essentially. Poor Pidgey!
I'm just worried about stepping on the muck. Is anyone else? That's just my concern.
That wasn't a fear of mine until you've said it, but now I do have a
I've really
lingering.
manifested
Yeah,
that.
I'm having a thought.
You
Pidgey,
know-
are you sure? Ooh.
How did they get the bikes down here?
It's like a pretty large, like bigger than a Super Mario size.
You need oxygen, obviously, but I mean, I
Right.
assume if they're down there, they're able to breathe, so there'd be oxygen for the bikes to work.
Okay, fair enough. Because of combustion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we really have to go in there? It looks scary.
It's quite dark.
And it's not the forest.
I do feel like we have an obligation to deliver this Clefairy.
So maybe can we have maybe somebody light the way, and they can go with the Lickitung.
Lickitung and I will at least lead.
Right, and then
right?
maybe if one
Yeah.
of your Pokemon wants to light the way for us.
That's not a bad idea. Yeah,
Charmander's got the tail.
but it's by himself.
No, he can go with you.
Sure. He's like holding your leg.
You can do it. Do I trust that Ranger Ian will return Charmander safely?
Why wouldn't I?
Trust Ranger Ian.
Hey, roll an insight check if you want to.
You're gonna lead the way. Just. I'll come with you. So Charmander is going
Charmander's
to
agreeable.
use his tail to light the way.
Yeah, so you have a little bit of light as you navigate the tunnels. There are like built-in pathways that you can even see that there's tire tracks. Like they're not driving in the water. And you kind of go deeper down into the sewer. And I'll say you move around for quite a bit of time until you come upon a bit of a fork in the road. You see a path kind of directly ahead of you, and two other paths adjacent. And you see at this point the water starts to get a little more prominent, a little kind of more elevated as well, like the water elevation. And this is like it's stinky. Like this is pretty nasty water. You know that if you go like inside this water and like you swim in it or whatever, you're gonna be poisoned for the rest of the day, like under the poison condition. But you do, however, see in front of you, you see like a little panel that has like 3 levers on it, and they're both kind of set in a neutral position.
Can we investigate it? Yes.
Sure. Roll me an investigation.
Ooh, 21.
It seems like the levers have something to do with the 3 different tunnels. One of the ones on the very left kind of smells a little worse than the others. The one in the middle is like eerily quiet, like there isn't really any sound or anything in particular coming out of that. And on the one on the right is extremely dark, darker than the rest of the sewer system.
I don't know about you guys. I feel like eerily quiet to me sounds like a trap waiting to be sprung, as opposed to like pitch black, which is like, I don't know if they're hanging out in the pitch black, but that'd be a weird way for a bunch of bikers to chill.
They're probably stinky.
They're probably stinky for sure. They do hang out in a sewer.
I'm saying maybe they're in the stinky part of the sewer because they're really
Wait,
stinky.
so to be clear, they're in the sewer, and you think the side that they're on is on average more stinky.
Stinkier than the sewer.
Well, if you're that evil and you're taking things from a little girl, you're probably really stinky.
I don't think everyone who steals is stinky. I'm just throwing that out there. Maybe morally stinky, you know.
So do you want to go straight then?
I'm thinking this is such a bizarre place to have a base. I mean,
Yeah,
of all
it
the
is.
locations, but
Lizard people.
Lizard people, not the lizard people.
We can split up.
No. No.
Are you sure?
What if we shoot a ball of fire down each hallway, and if someone yells "ow," we go down that way?
I don't think that's a bad idea though, because then maybe we could see down. Maybe we do down the quiet one, so we could see what's down there.
these paths, are they blocked in some?
They're blocked by like toxic, I'll call it toxic water, like sewage.
And so these levers would change.
Who knows?
While they're contemplating, seeing that the water's getting higher, I'm gonna switch out Machop for Squirtle.
Okay.
So there's two levers.
Three.
There's three levers.
Three levers, 3 tunnels.
Okay, do we have a preference on which way we want to try to go?
I think quiet tunnel.
You
That's
could do
my
the
bet.
fire like in the movies where you see the grease prints on the lever and then you know which one they pulled.
Good idea.
Oh, actually, yeah.
What? Grease the?
When you do like a pin pad or something in a movie, you
touch
touch it, your fingers are there,
Yeah,
so like
yeah, yeah.
maybe you could see on the lever if there's like grease on.
So to be clear, canonically, these guys are greasy and
Yeah, the
stinky.
grease.
Can I hold Charmander's tail up to the levers
Okay.
and try to discern if any of the levers look like they've been pulled?
Give me a perception check. Perception or investigation with this.
I like the
gonna
gauge of
perception.
like how much pseudoscience am I gonna let you guys get away
I know. 18.
They all look pretty tampered with, but the middle path does seem to be the most, the middle lever seems to be the most used, I guess.
Like it has maybe
wear on it.
some wear and tear on it. Okay, if we're all in agreement.
So they're not stinky. Okay.
I'm gonna pull the middle up.
Mankey in the middle.
As you pull the middle lever, the water from the left tunnel kind of like fills up a little more, and the water from the middle path kind of goes lower to the point that you can actually walk through. But as it does, and the left tunnel gets a little more murky and full of sewage, some sludge kind of spills out in front of you as you see Grimer! Yeah, stinky boy! Kind of stands in your way, honestly. Anything you guys want to do?
I love him. I want him to be my son.
Yeah, talk to him. Go ahead.
I get down and I go, "You, good sir, have a historic precedent of being associated with really cool people. I'm just throwing that out there."
Grimer!
Yeah.
Run me animal handling.
Natural one.
Natural one? It like kind of leans in as you're like gesturing towards and speaking to it as if it's like listening so intently. Grimer. Grimer? And then like this sludge, it almost like gets a little bigger and almost swallows you in its own sludge. You are now grappled.
Oh my god.
You yourself are blinded, restrained, unable to breathe, and you must succeed on a Constitution saving throw at the start of your turns, as you're kind of getting like swallowed up by this Grimer.
Yeah, that couldn't have gone worse. Okay.
Roll initiative, everybody!
Gosh,
Oh no.
I rolled a 4 plus 2.
I rolled a 4.
Me too.
Anyone got above a 20?
Yeah, I got a.
got
Well, I got a 20
you got a
exactly.
20.
Oh wow, okay, cool. Anyone get above a 15? No. Above a 10? Actually, Grimer got above a 15.
Shit.
I can't imagine
13.
I would be anywhere but last. Also 6.
Cool, so Ian, you're up first.
Yeah. I'm dying.
Blinded, restrained, unable to breathe.
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
Well, did you have anyone out? You had Lickitung out.
Lickitung,
Yeah,
yeah,
Lickitung
yeah,
out.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll say Lickitung can act, and
Okay,
seeing
cool.
you restrained like this. Because I will say restraint does kind of restrict your
Bad boy.
abilities.
So if he gets stunned, would that allow me to get out?
I'll give you advantage on trying to get out.
Cool. Because Lickitung has disable.
Oh.
So Lickitung targets one creature it can see within 20 feet of its tongue, which is a very specific description.
Yeah.
The target must succeed on a DC 13 Dexterity saving throw or be stunned until the end of Lickitungu's next turn.
DC 13. Lickitungu's tongue extends. Licky! Tries to lick the Grimer, but honestly, upon the tongue even just touching the Grimer just a little bit, Lickitungu's like, doesn't actually get the disable off because it's so gross to lick that thing. Unfortunately fails as Grimer passes that. Licky!
Try, buddy. Try.
All right. Next up is Grimer. So at the start of this turn, give me a Constitution saving throw.
+3 to con. That's not bad. Missed the thing. That's a 21.
As it tries to kind of like swallow you and like seep more of its sludge into your pores, you kind of like burst out and kind of move towards your Lickitung and you kind of get out of its grip. You're okay now. That's terrifying. You can breathe again.
Yeah, that's good. I like that.
Cool.
Important.
However, it is going to not like that there was an attempt to lick it. So it's going to do 2 sludge attacks. It has a multi-attack. What's Lickitung's AC?
13.
13. Oh, 1 miss actually. 1 miss and then a nat 20. A crit on one of them. So you're going to take 12 poison damage. I'll just say the crit is doubled, like a critical hit. So you're going to take 24 poison damage as Grimer sludge begins to engulf Lickitung. Give me a DC 13 Constitution save with Lickitung.
That is 13.
It does not get swallowed up.
Okay.
You are fine. That's the Grimer's turn. Lua.
I'm gonna go and switch back Eevee because I'm like, ooh, Eevee, this guy's gross. We don't want to touch that. And then I'll like switch to Oddish, and Oddish is like gonna be like more down to this. Oddish.
Yeah, Oddish is down to. That's what's a bonus action.
So let's try and do some acid, I guess. That's a phrase.
All right.
Okay, 16 plus 5, so 21.
That's a hit.
Perfect. Okay, so it's gonna be 4d8 plus 2.
Okay.
And then cut that in half.
Yeah, but I'm hopeful that this will be.
Yeah.
Come on.
Okay,
Ooh, big
8
numbers.
plus 6 is what?
14.
It's 22 in total.
22 and then half.
You added the other numbers first. She asked 8 plus 6.
Poison damage. Grimer gets covered in acid, just seeps into its body and just makes it a little bit bigger. It's like Grimer, kind of shakes it off. Obviously, it does do a bit of damage, but it is half.
It's half,
because of
yeah.
poison.
Yeah, all my stuff is not great for
No
him.
worries. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Zabracus.
Seeing this just absolutely disgusting creature,
Vile.
how it like ate you and everything, and it clearly doesn't taste good. Zabracus is gonna yell to Squirtle, "Clean up this mess, Squirtle!" And then he's going to shoot a bubble beam.
Squirtle.
That is a 4 plus
Rinse off that
6. That's a
grimy-
10 to hit.
10 does not hit. As Grimer kind of ducks behind the kind of lever situation, and the water splashed against it harmlessly.
I just tell Squirtle, who's just looking really sad now, because he's had a day.
Squirtle.
I just pat him on the head. Like, it's okay, Squirtle. We all get a little shy sometimes.
Squirtle. All right, so that was your turn?
Yes.
Zabracus? Okay, cool. Next up is Anna Margaret.
Okay, I'm going to hold Charmander out and say, Charmander, Dragon Breath!
Dragon breath.
You're gonna hold him while he does it?
Oh, don't think it'll hit. We'll see. 8 plus 6, and so that's a 14 to hit.
14 does?
Oh, it does hit.
I thought
Okay.
it was a 3, and I was
thought it
like,
was a 3
Oh,
too.
no, that's an 8. 8 plus 6, so 14 to hit. Okay,
Cool.
that is 3d10 plus 6 damage, and on an attack roll of 15 or higher, which is not, it would have been paralyzed.
Yeah, dragon doesn't do anything extra here, I don't believe.
So 10 plus 3 plus 4
That's pretty
is a
good.
17 plus 6, so that's a 23 damage total.
23.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm just holding Charmander out like this.
Yeah, almost like a fire extinguisher. Grimer looks pretty messed up after that. As the dragon breath kind of hits this Grimer, you see the acid that was kind of like merged into the Grimer from the Oddish kind of melting off and dripping onto the ground. Like,
Gross. Grimers are gross, all right? I don't like them.
That's your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right, we are back to the top with Ian.
Okay.
Grimer's looking a little roughed up. Not super bad, but, you know.
I got Lick a Tongue out right now. Just worried that he's gonna try and lick it, and it's gross. Guess it took a lot of damage that last hit. I think as a bonus action, I'm gonna switch over to Ghastly.
Okay.
Ghastly.
And then he's gonna lick it.
He likes like smelly things though. Like he eats garbage.
Yeah, he's.
Hey, don't say that about Ghastly.
So it's a melee spell attack +4 to hit.
Oh no.
That's a 2 +4. I'm assuming that 6 is not enough to hit.
You are like, Ghastly, lick. Ghastly looks at you, looks at Grimer. Ghastly. Like, hell no.
They don't want to lick.
That thing's gross.
There, yeah. I can't really fault you, bud. I'm sorry.
I've been a little too nice to you guys. So, on its turn.
Oh no.
Oh, are we getting coned?
Unfortunately, the trainers also might get in this as well. Grimer, you see it kind of get a little bit bigger and bigger as it kind of charges up. It's going to use Sludge Wave.
And it's not going to succeed because we're cool and he's stinky.
Well, it depends on you. So you all have to roll a Constitution save. One for your Pokemon and one for your trainer as well.
Oh no.
Right.
We each rolled a 17 on the die, so that is a 20 and a 19.
Pretty good.
Squirtle got a 19.
Okay.
I, the human, got a 7.
Oh no.
But my Pokemon got a 15.
Just to make this easy for everyone, anyone who got less than a 13, including your Pokemon for cons, you're gonna take 25 poison damage and become poisoned. If you pass, you're only going to take 12 and you're not poisoned. So poison, you will have disadvantage on pretty much most things for the combat. So you should maybe use things that require saving throws. That's its big Sludge Wave move. It can only do that a couple times ever.
So I, the human, am at 6 health and then poisoned.
Ian's real sick, y'all.
To be fair, I think if any of the characters were to die, it's probably better that it's me.
All right, that is Grimer's move. Next up is Lua.
Oddish?
Oddish?
Oddish is like so mad that this hurt him. Oddish! He's feeling really beat up, so he's gonna absorb 18?
18 hits, yeah.
Okay, cool.
So we'll do half damage, but you will heal for whatever that amount is.
16?
16?
Yeah.
So 8 damage total. And does it heal for the full amount or half the amount?
It heals half.
Okay, it heals 4. Grimer's looking bad, single digit bad. It's looking pretty messed up after that. You see like a coating of like green glowing film almost like envelops Grimer's body as like a bit of its life force gets sucked out and Oddish consumes it. Zabracus.
Okay.
You've got a pretty messed up Grimer looking.
Seeing that the Grimer doesn't look good, and seeing that Ian doesn't look good, but knowing that he really wants this Grimer,
I don't know about anymore. He tried to kill me twice.
I pull out a Pokeball, and I'm like, okay, no one knows this is your first time. You can do this, you can do this. And I just kind of toss
Like
the
underhand toss, yeah.
Pokeball at it. Oh my god.
Oh no. What's the total?
6?
6.
6. I mean, if it rolls a nat 1, you got it. You underhand toss the Pokeball. It just swats it away. Doesn't even get a chance to go inside. Yeah, roll a 19 on its save.
God.
Yeah.
That was
So, unfortunate. That's your turn? Sorry. Yeah. It's sad when it's an entire action and that's all that happens. Anna Margaret, back to you.
I look at the Grimer. I look at you, and you're poisoned.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to throw a Pokeball. Seven.
7. Hey, there's still a chance.
So that's what's good, the 3 plus 4, right? Yeah, okay.
3 plus 4, 7.
You toss a Pokeball. It swallows it.
I was like, Chris, roll low, we're fine, never mind.
Oh my God.
This is a nasty grammar. Back to you, Ian. You're poisoned and on death's door, basically.
Get him.
Can I potion myself?
You can.
Okay, yeah. I'm just worried about literally dying.
It's like eating dog food. You just.
Yeah.
He's gonna attack after this.
I mean,
It's looking rough.
I'm just worried about literally dying.
I mean, you'll just have to do death saves. You can still be
yeah, that's
healed
true.
up after.
But we'll
yeah.
save you,
Yeah, we'll save you.
All right, I'll do a disadvantaged catch throw then.
You faint and get robbed.
Can't roll lower than us, right?
Oh, there's literally one number that could be worse than
No,
that.
don't manifest. You got it. Really good. Like
got it, you got it.
2019. 20 and 9. I say
20 and a 12.
20. Yeah.
That's not bad.
12 plus 16.
4. Yes.
So 16 animal handling?
Yeah.
Also, congrats on the crit. That does not matter, but still nice.
That's pretty good. Ian, with barely any energy left in your body, the Pokemon almost rolls out of your head. And almost unsuspecting, like it rolls beside Grammy, doesn't even realize. Dun, 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 dun. It was 2 under, so yeah.
To be continued.